Bro, she slapped me so hard across the face. Bro, she dislocated my jaw.
Wow.
That's how hard, bro. I swear to God, that's the hardest I've ever been hit in my life.
Let's take a sharp pivot over to the discussion at hand today. Interesting article that just was dropped by Grunge just a couple days ago, talking about some details when it comes to the death of Miss Elizabeth. And Miss Elizabeth, I mean, she for a huge chunk of her career, she was kind of pegged as the innocent, damsel in distress type of character, especially when she was with Savage, and then she got very edgy in WCW when she was with the NWO, and then she ended up teaming up, valeting Lex Luger in real life. Of course, a lot of people know she was married to Randy Savage for a number of years. They divorced, and then they end up still working together in WCW despite not being together anymore. And then Elizabeth started dating Lex Luger, and they started living together, and they were in a relationship. A lot of it was very, very volatile in many cases, and the recent findings was that they actually found, and I'm going to go ahead to the so Soma. A lot of people know Soma. Soma's the muscle relaxant. A lot of wrestlers take, and unfortunately because of the pain, they take a lot of wrestlers take Soma. I've been known to take Soma, and unfortunately, that can lead to some very, very tragic results by abuse of that. And so, basically, what happened was there was also pain reliever for those who were moderate to severe symptoms. More about Soma, and then so what happened was the cause of death. She was found dead on May 1st, 2003. He's only 42 years old. And so basically, as far as the details are concerned, um, via the autopsy files, she was pronounced dead on arrival at the emergency room at the Wellstar Hospital, Kennestone Hospital in Marietta, Georgia. And so basically, what happened was the forensic investigator said that she had arrived in full cardiac arrest, quote and unquote, and she was already in such state when EMTs arrived at her home and performed CER. So basically, the newer details talked about she had some injuries, and so basically, less than 2 weeks before her death on April the 19th, police were called to her residence where they found her with two bruised eyes, a bump on her head, and a cut on her lip. And her and Luger had an argument that turned physical. And Luger was arrested and charged in one kind of misdemeanor battery, which that's public information. A lot of people know that. He was later released on bond, but per the autopsy, it showed signs that some of her minor injuries she suffered were still present, and she had bruising around the right eye. So the supplemental report went on to add that the bruise was age, as suggested by its color. So she had a purple bruise over the left lateral forehead, as well as a small granulating abrasion to the upper lip. So some reported abuse going on that was found. Luger denied all that. So of course I'm not here to bury Lex Luger. I don't know what happened. But yeah, it's interesting to know that there's some new findings. You actually worked with Elizabeth toward the latter end of her WCW career. How was she and Luger at that time?
Bro, I'm going to tell you something because it was sad for me. Because, bro, being a WWF guy, I grew up on Savage and Elizabeth, and to me, as a fan, bro, like she really was royalty. Okay, but bro, when I went to WCW, and kind of it's like a rule when I write, she was still in that valet role. And she was getting paid a lot of money to literally just walk down the ring. Now, bro, the way I write, if you're around the ring, bro, you're going to get involved. I'm sorry. Whether you're a ring announcer, I mean, if you guys even remember, Jim Dotson, the big security guard, I'm going to get you involved. If you're around it, you're going to be involved. And I wanted to get Liz more involved. In other words, I wanted to involve her more in storylines, physicality. Bro, I never, ever thought of Miss Elizabeth being a wrestler. But let's just say I wanted her to have more of an active role.
Yeah.
She didn't want to have more of an active role, bro. She just wanted to walk Lex to the ring. And, and bro, this is when the Nitro girls are getting involved. Like everybody's getting involved,
Yeah.
And bro, that was the issue. She did not want to do anything more than walk Lex down to the ring. And like, Lex would keep coming to me to state Elizabeth's case. It was never her coming to me. It was always Lex. And I was just like, bro, Lex, I don't want Liz to be a wrestler. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for her to get more involved. And I even said to him, like, bro, you got to explain to me, what does it add by her just walking down the aisle with you? Like, I want to get more involved. She did not like that, bro, which meant she did not like me. Chris, there are a lot of people that don't like me, and it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with they didn't agree with the way I booked. They didn't like something I wrote. Thus, they couldn't separate my job from Vince Russo, the guy.
Yeah.
And I swear, Chris, I will never forget this. There was a scene at WCW where, Lex is down in the ring wrestling and Liz is down with her, right? I come out, bro, and I go down ringside and I'm supposed to scoop up Liz and take her to the back. Chris, I scooped her up. This is God honest truth. Bro, she slapped me so hard across the face. Bro, she dislocated my jaw.
Wow.
That's how hard, bro. I swear to God, that's the hardest I've ever been hit in my life. And she, with of course, she was a tiny woman, but bro, with everything she had, she literally dislocated my jaw. And it's like, okay, like, I know you don't like me, and I know you really don't want to be doing this stuff, but it's like, do you really have to hurt me? I mean, but Chris, I got to be honest with you. I feel bad about all that because I was a big fan of hers and I did respect her, but I just thought for storyline purposes and for the show, man, it would have just been so much cooler if we were to have had her more involved, because you never really saw her get involved. But like I said, bro, she didn't want it. She would always send Lex to me, which caused a little friction between Lex and I. And it's just wrestling, bro. Like, that's just how wrestling is, bro.
Yeah, it's interesting because I look at it from just an equity standpoint. Like, how where are you? Like, how much is your stock right now, right? And when she was in the WWE, her whole character was to balance out the just be still, beastie, grungy, Randy Savage character, you know what I mean? And he was alpha male and carrying his, his bride, his innocent looking, beautiful bride around. And the fact that he was like really just kind of hard on her, her being there helped his heel character.
Yeah.
So her stock was very high at that time when it came to WWE, because she was utilized to build the character of Macho Man. And then the match made in heaven, and then the reunion and all that,
mega powers,
right. Being used, Hogan carrying her out, Savage getting jealous, the heel turn. She was a very, very integral part in the whole thing when it came to Hogan and Savage. So she was very, very important, a very important piece of the puzzle. when it came to WCW, though, there was, I mean, she wasn't a part of the puzzle. You know
That's
what I
how I
mean?
felt. That's how
Yeah.
I felt going in. That's exact. And I wanted everybody to have a purpose.
Yeah.
Everybody to have a purpose.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I felt, bro.
Yeah. I just, as a spectator,
Yeah.
I would look at Liz and I was like, okay, well, it's cool that she's still working with, with Savage, because, you can try to squeeze a little bit out of that, just because of the namesake. And then when she goes to Luger, I know that they were dating, and she would rip off the gear and things like that when he would pose. But just looking back then and in hindsight, Liz, to me, in WCW, it would make sense why you would want her to be utilized in some type of role other than what she was doing. Because to me, she wasn't really building a character. She wasn't an important piece of the puzzle, an angle. Right. It wasn't anything really there.
And bro, like, I wasn't just pinpointing her out. If you go back and you look at my WCW work, Kimberly,
for sure,
Kimberly was much more involved, bro. Yeah. At that time,
even Mrs. Jones. I remember Mrs. Jones back in the day. Remember,
I mean, bro, that's when Charmel became. Charmel was a Nitro girl. No, we were doing that with everybody.
Major Guns.
Yeah, but she, she didn't like it.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Last question. Do you think that Miss Elizabeth should be in the WWE Hall of Fame?
Oh, absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt. Absolutely.
I agree.
Yes,
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised why. I mean, they put Savage in there. I think they should just go ahead and give her the nod too. I think there's no hesitation that she should be in the WWE Hall of Fame for sure. Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here is Vince Russo, future WWE Hall of Famer?
Never.
No. This guy has a better chance of making
this
the WWE.
Yes, this guy. Yes. Right
Boom!
there. Yes, right there. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Chris Featherstone.
And you know who's going to induct you in?
Who is?
Veer Mahan, bro. Veer Mahan. Yes.
Veer Mahan?
Veer Mahan is going to induct you in the Hall of Fame. Yes.
We got Veer coming. I didn't know about Jeer. Jeer's coming now. Wow, very, very nice. Very nice. So, Dr. Chris Featherstone in the Hall of Fame, inducted by Veer Mahan.
But he's not gonna be there. It's gonna be a video.
Oh, it's gonna be a vignette. He's gonna. Oh, wow, very nice.
Yes,
that's the first. That's the first.
Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your new year, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.